Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. And on this episode, we have the new improved STB-1 Japanese Tier 10 medium tank. It's got a new pneumatic. Say that 10 times fast. A new pneumatic suspension. 6 degrees of gun depression, another 6 with the pneumatic suspension, and that is a bit problematic. I've already kind of come down on this thing a little bit. I don't like the mechanic, and there's an example. See how I had 6 degrees when I came up, and then once I slowed down, you can see the pneumatic kind of kick in. It makes it tricky to use. So I'm able to use this spot, although I think I could have used it with the old 10 degrees just as well, right here. But I can get behind this bush and makes this little spot right here pretty darn comfortable. And as long as you're not moving and you've got all kinds of time to aim and all that good stuff, it's a great spot. I can even move back a little bit and still have the depression that I want right through the Mod 1. He's starting to become a problem. I do not want him to get any closer. Hold down T-32, going to have a hard time. I thought about coming after the Leopard PTA, but that was going to expose me and get me spotted. Good news is those two guys take him down pretty quickly, so I don't have to sell out to get rid of him and then take a bunch of hits doing so. Look down the south. There's a big situation going on down there. Good scrap. I'm never going to pen that guy. I was sort of trying to sneak into the higher upper hole, the higher hole, to the upper hole, but really my targets I wanted to be shooting at were these guys over here. So wasted shot on the T-34. Right into the Chrysler case. See how he flat plated himself as he came up and over that hill right at the end, and I'm able to maintain my bush. There we go. Maintain my camo by being 15 meters behind this bush on each one of these shots, and I'm just punishing this poor Chrysler K over and over. I've switched to skill, so I've got my skill round. This is going to be a bit problematic trying to get into angled 110 E4 armor and tracks, so probably really should have been using regular AP on him, but I get one in. He repairs it pretty quickly, but he's making a runner. I'm able to track him one more time, and now I can continue to use this bush and the bush mechanics. I got to come up a little bit more to get where I want that shot. There we go, right into the turret as he's looking out over my T-62 buddy, and down he goes. So not a really great plan on his part. Try to sneak one into the T-32. Ends up being a track, so I'll get a little assist damage off of that. Almost in time to get a shot into the side of his turret, but he sneaks back down, and I'm looking at this thinking, alright, we got a hurt T-34 and a T-32. It's time to push. We're winning on pretty much all front. We'll come across here. Sneak one in, and oh, he's not as hurt as I thought he was. So we'll come around here, we'll get a shot on him. Did you see the pneumatic suspension sort of kick in right there just as I slowed down? And I didn't quite have the depression, then it sort of jerked. That's the annoying part about that system, the way they've got it set up. And now this gun is right in my way. Come out. I'm going to eat that shot. I knew I was going to. I'll repair it. I know I out-reload the guy. The T-32 has his sights on me, so I do eat one shot from him. Now I'm trying to sneak away. See if I can do that without getting another hit, and I do. The southern push has won. Beat them wholesale. So we're going to come around here, and I'm just going to more or less no respect this T-32. Take a shot on the run. Don't quite get it into him. Object 430 has the same thing in mind. I figure I might get some hits on the side, but let's get rid of him faster. Look at that. See how long it took me to get my gun on him? In the old days, with a minus 10 degrees, I'd have just taken that shot coming in. But I only had 6, so I had to come up and over the hill because I was going too fast for the pneumatic suspension to work. That is why this doesn't work that well for the game. Because the game is more about ridge running and shots like that than it is about just sitting in one spot and being able to use minus 12 degrees with your pneumatic suspension and hiding behind a bush. I just showed you quite a few of those shots, but that's the exception, I think, anyway. And it's more useful in a situation like that to take guys out on the run than it is to really be able to sit there and camp and snipe. Anyway, personal opinion, shot into the JP. The gun is decently accurate. It used to be pretty derpy, and I think it's okay now. Not bad at all. Now, I'm on a bit of a minority as far as this tank goes. I know that a lot of the CCs and good players are absolutely loving this thing. I don't really see that much of the allure of it. I'm pretty fast on the reload. But I will admit I am not as down on it as I was at the very beginning. So I played it a few more times. Of course, having a good game automatically makes you feel like it's a great tank, right? But it's a good tank. I'm not sure it's all that some players are saying it is, and some of that just may be play style. I can tell that if you're very good at picking spots and using the bush mechanics, using the view range mechanics and taking those sniping shots. The 12 degrees with the pneumatic suspension will open up a lot of interesting places on the map that you can go to that you may not be able to otherwise use in, say, a 140, an object 140 or something like that. So you got to take the good with the bad on it. It can do that really well, but I reference back trying to get a shot on the T-32. Sometimes and then the little bobble I had against the T-34 when I slowed down and the pneumatic kicked in, you're going to have to work around that and just be aware that it exists. That's all I've got. There you go, the new STB-1. Better than I thought. Not everything that I think everyone's saying it is, but still, there you go. You make your own determination, and we will see you.